Yeah, BJ, I just punched us in, man. We live, man. We can give
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
we can give it like a minute or two, homie, before we like kick it up or something, man. But anyway, homie, you know, in our old terminology in our youth, burnt out youthful age, man, we'd greet each other like Bappy holidays or something, homie. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say that to you in that old terminology, man. Bappy holidays to you, man. You know what I'm saying?
All the time. Happy
Yeah,
holidays.
yeah, on
That sounds
everything, man.
crazy now we older.
Yeah, for real, homie. You know, and you know, and all that, dog. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a full minute and some change, man, and we'll tap in and cut it up for a minute with everybody or something, man. For the
So,
holidays, dog. On everything. So yeah, man, we could go on and we can kick it off if you want, man. You can kick it off if you want, man. And I'll piggyback
first
in.
and foremost, all the time, I want to greet everybody with the peace and blessings and let everybody know thank you for tuning in and appreciate y'all. Another day gone by and we still here together and I send my love and prayers to all the families out there, everybody, and hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. And also, I wanted to send a shout out before we get started to the Inglewood legend, man. I appreciated the story on Little Snaps. You know, that was one of my boys, you know, and a little tribute, you know, you did for me. Hey, man, that was beautiful, and I love you for that, homie. On everything, you know, I never even saw that coming, you know, and that kind of had a brother emotional, and I'll never forget that. You know, that's much appreciated, and you know, as I was telling my homies, you know, anytime you want to hit me, you can always hit me on Instagram at On The Edge with BJ. You know, it's all together. Stop in anytime. You, the homie Mad C, all y'all, you know what I mean? Stop by and sometime put our minds together and our heads in conversation together, see what we come up with. With that said, let's get to the show, man. And shout out to everybody from Baltimore, the Midwest, Virginia on back, all of y'all that be chiming in New York. Appreciate y'all. Texas. That's it.
Right.
I hope y'all enjoy the show. Let's get to it, man.
I'm gonna do a couple shout outs that tapped in real quick and we can get to it. Anthony Brown said was Bracken Pine and BJ, one love. Street Smarts, peace, one
All the
love.
time.
Billy T, happy holidays, love one, same to you, homie, and moms, homie. We send our love.
For sure. Happy holidays, bro.
Yeah, Hercules Lane, blood dropper link for the clothing. Hey, I'ma do that, homie. Once I get it back up and running, I'ma do that. BJ, you know, I just wanted to reminisce with you, just like you know, in our youthful times. How was it in the turf? Cause nowadays, you know, the turf ain't what it used to be, you know, with us evolving and trying to become better people, you know, whether if it's homies on the street or y'all locked up, everybody's mind is switching for a change, homie. But just to reminisce and put us back in that old time zone for a minute, how did the hood used to be at our youthful age, homie, running around? Can you kind of send us something, rekindle something, and send us something? And if you can you come closer to the
Yeah,
mic too, OG?
yeah, you know, can you hear me now?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I can remember like shit, when I first started running around over there, used to have like the schools, they would do everybody spend their little money, pay their money by a certain time, they would take everybody like Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm, or Invasion Waters when it first opened. And back then, there was a lot of kids their family couldn't afford to send them on them trips. So we had homies like Fredo, Big Moby, E-Rock, E-Loco, Babyface, you know, a group of homies that, homie Red Dog, they was all doing kind of good at the time. So when they were doing good, what they would do was during Christmas time, they would pay for all the little kids in the neighborhood field trips. You know, they wouldn't pick out no specific kids, they'd just go and drop some money on the school to one of the homies that go to the school and have them pay for everybody else's trip, you know. And then when it came time for the field trip, they would meet up at the school with us and they would all follow us out there, you know, whether it's Magic Mountain or Raging Waters. And the last one I remember was we all that went to Raging Waters together. Well, when we went there, it was beautiful because us being from the neighborhood and knowing that our homies not only paid for some of our trips, but followed us up there and got on water rides and all that stuff with us and the ruined rapids, you know, it was real cool, man. It made you feel like unity, it made you feel like, you know, you was a part of a family, you know, having somebody to do that for you. And sometimes homies didn't even know each other's names, you know, they only knew like this particular homie, but he hung with us, so everybody else who hung with you was included, you know.
Right.
And when that used to go on, it made us feel proud to you know, be able to listen to the older homies or be up under them, you know what I mean? When they showed that they cared like that. And then once that went out the door, like certain homies started catching prison terms and stuff like that, our Christmas became, you know, those that I hung with, our Christmas became there was a dip. You know, all of us will get together, me, Porky Roo from Village Town, homie Bebop from Fruitown, Paru, homie Damon Nairo from 130th Street, you know what I mean? Homie Smurf, him and his brother Nuki, you know, it was a bunch of us. We would get together on our dirt bikes. And we would all caravan up the Devil's Dip, you know, ride straight up 120th. And, you know, for Normandy come through the backside and we get up there, plenty of dudes from different neighborhoods, everybody up there showing off their new dirt bike ride. That's what we would do. We would go up there and ride, and sometimes we'd go up there, and I ain't gonna lie, sometimes we'd go up there jealous because some of us might didn't have no motorcycles, but that was our way of getting one. We'd go up there, and somebody that was kind of square or something, we'd take his new dirt bike, you know, take his new dirt bike, and that'd compensate for us that didn't have one. We'd take it to the hood, and everybody take turns riding until the police come impound it or whatever happened to it, you know. That was what our mainly Christmas was about. As far as activity, I don't really recall back in like the 80s any activity around that time, you know. It's like everybody was happy Christmas was going on. I can't really speak on after the 80s, because after the 80s, all my Christmases was in jail, you know what I mean? They was always, I'd get out after Christmas and be back in before Christmas.
Right. Yeah, that's a hell of a experience you just sent us on. And the Christmases inside the turf, homie, on my side of town, since we all kind of was in that youthful age and really didn't have the responsibilities that we be taking on now or we have now, homie. And we'll be in the hood grinding, homie. Like I always say on different stores, we'll be grinding, homie, so we can make sure we have enough to have a toy giveaway for our families inside our homes and nieces and cousins and little peoples. And what I mean by that, like I say, we'll be hustling in spots, and customers and smokers or just people that boost and hustle, they'll come by with all kind of merchandise, homie, starting after Thanksgiving all the way up to Christmas Eve to like it is right now. So we'll be accumulating things to take home, and any female we with at that time, we got them wrapping it stuff up and putting people names and labeling stuff like that. And that was our way of, you know, hustling and accumulating stuff back then. People would come to you with stuff, homie. And far as like turf activity, like having fun, dudes would be all in the turf. You know what I'm saying? We'll be swirling drink up. Homegirls would be out there. Dudes can probably hit the swap meet. And we wasn't too much into the mall. You know, back then we'd hit the mall just for activity and for the food court. But by we being in Inglewood and had the Inglewood swap meet popping at that time, we'd hit the Inglewood swap meet. Dudes are max out spending $250, damn near $300, $175 a piece. And back then that was a lot of stuff. So we in the hood, it's dark early, we drinking, and homies would be canning out because sometimes you had dudes that or lose a family member, homie, around the holidays, whether they was ripping the blood, homie. And at my times, homie. So dudes are still want to carry out some type of frustration and make somebody else family members cry or hurt around these times. So along with us being flamed up with beanies on and chucks and all stars, we had to stay cannon for hurtful retaliation from one another at them times, dog. And I'm gonna share a brief story real quick.
This call and your telephone number will be
we
monitored and recorded.
wind up changing a homeboy mindset on putting in work, because I'm not gonna go into major details, but this particular homeboy lost a family member around the holidays, homie, back in the days. And sometimes, like I say, in these ill-minded moments, homie, we'll wanna every year or every time somebody had passed and this time come around, we'll want to show our ashes or pay some type of homage, homie. And some of us will try to cater to the homies with that need and participate with them. But this particular year, homie, when the homie rolled up with that, with that Grinch feeling, even though we felt this frustration and pain of his loved one, the homies didn't respond. We didn't get in the car with him or nothing, homie. He rolled up like niggas ain't finna support the cause. But we like, dog, this been a few years of supporting the cause, homie, and maybe you should move on from this, homie. It ain't good for you. It ain't healthy for you to keep having this energy, within yourself that, we know you took this L. So we didn't support the homie. And he wound up going over there anyway to try to do his thing, homie. And I don't know if these dudes kind of knew the strategy that dudes would come through at this particular time of the holiday. But they was waiting on him, homie, and he wound up damn near losing his life off of trying to keep a retaliation going on off of heart, mourning of a loved one to this, homie. I'm gonna wait for you to call back too while I'm chopping it, BJ. And the homie came back to the turf and he was like, man, I kind of should have listened, homie, and shouldn't have went over there. I should have listened to y'all younger dudes, homie, and stalled it down, because he damn near lost his life for trying to keep something traditional going on, homie, off of losing a loved one. That's why I kind of stay close to the house around the Christmas holidays, because it can go down. Dudes be feeling all type of ways, homie, but I thought I'd share that, homie, how we changed the homeboy's life, even though he had to go through something to stop doing that same traditional thing, homie. Somebody said, fuck Christmas, it's my Farrakhan voice. Yeah, man, one love, homie, one love. Much love and free the homie behind the wall this Christmas. I know the feeling, then had to walk home when I was released. Love to y'all, homie. Hey, homie, much love, Hercules Lanes, homie. This is just another day for me. I don't celebrate these so-called holidays. However, these days are indeed good for family gathering, homie. I'm gonna tell you why I like Christmas, homie. Because if you gotta come, even if you gotta wait once a year for this to come around for people you would never really speak to outside of the street gang culture that we live by, you get regular civilian peoples that'll tell you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's and greet you with respect, homie. And that's always a pleasure, homie. So, I love them times, homie, if we gotta wait once a year for something like this to pop off, homie. As far as just maxing out and spending all type of bread, I look at it like if you a real trenched down father, mother, uncle, somebody that's caring, we looking out for each other all the time of the season, homie, 365 days of the year. So when one particular day come, homie, it's all about love, homie, and just sharing what we got, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because we do it all the time. So I used to tell homies that used to get fresh out the pen, like, homie, you ain't got to go robbing and taking these penitentiary chances all over again. you know, they happy with just your presence of you being there, dog. It ain't what you could provide, homie. It's you here, homie. You probably been gone, you away. So that's what I want to share with a lot of homies that's fresh out the pen that might not be in that major predicament that they want to be in, homie. Don't put
Yeah.
that burden on you. Yeah, I was just sharing. I shared that story real quick on how we was trying to, you know, change the homie from, you know, getting down all the time every year when he had lost a loved one around the holidays. And, you know, we had stood up to the homie because we didn't really feel it, and we didn't feel that was good for our older homie to keep doing that. And even though he talked a lot of stuff about us, he went over there and damn near lost his life on trying to, you know, still trying to do his thing. And he wound up coming back to us, homie, and, you know, telling us, homie, he should have listened to us, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it take us to stand up
Right.
to each other, to help each other, you know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Yeah, hell yeah, dog. So yeah, man. So BJ, what it's like, I was reading somebody thing, man, what it's like in the penitentiary around the holidays, homie. You know what I'm saying? I know we all got stories of it, man. You know?
Well, you know, some people in here, they get like kind of depressed around the holidays because, you know, some people, they come from the background where it was tradition, you know, every holiday they get together with their family and get presents and all that. I didn't really experience that once I got into like the youthful age, you know, but a lot of people they experienced it. So when around that time, when they get sad, you know, no visits and stuff like that. So what we do is we try to keep everybody's spirits up. So sometimes, you know, you got people that come together and we'll do things like sometimes might get a little tipsy or something, you know what I mean? Even though we weren't supposed to, we end up doing it just to, you know, keep the edge off. As long as people don't get out of whack, they don't be really sweating us or nothing, you know, for doing things like that. You know, they understand.
Right,
Some don't, some do.
right,
Other than that, you know, everybody come together and sometimes people try to come together and put a spread together for everybody. And you got some individuals that they never had nobody share with them or taught them how to share, so they're hiding in the house and eat theirs in secrecy while everybody else, you know, have a big spread and share with those that don't have, you know,
right,
try to make things a little better. And most of the time the menu is burritos because it's like a little bit too much hassle to make like 20, 30, 40 rice bowls, you know, so cat might make a big old stir fry and make some burritos out of it or something, you know, or make a big old stir fry and just tear the bag open and leave it on the table and everybody go for what they know.
right. Hey, somebody was
After that,
saying,
you know, you
oh, go ahead, BJ, go ahead.
after that you might have a few people reminiscing stories about bloods and Christmas that's dead and gone, you know, talk about them, you know, what they used to do, or somebody that we both just was kicking with that went home and might have accidentally died from a heart attack or something, or we might talk about how they was on the yard or how they would have been if they were still here, or we wish we could have saved them, you know, little stuff like that.
Right, right. Uh, I'm gonna read a comment or two, man. Thanksgiving, Christmas should be every day, not just one day. Somebody said much love to both y'all. Keep sending it. Family rules. B Rock Gang, family rules. Somebody said late 80s going from the east side to Gardena, dudes started robbing AMPMs. Dudes working at the AMPM on Main and El Segundo were strapped up. Were those homies?
Nah, they was never homies. They was always non-affiliates, you know. We never had homies working in stores like that because the games that we was playing, you know, as far as shoot 'em up, bang bang and all that. That was like too dangerous to have homies like in the storefront like that where people knew them. You know what I mean?
Right,
It wasn't that no homies didn't apply for the job. It's just that you know. And when homies, them dudes, they just was strapped up because not only because people coming in there trying to get people, but they was like that because sometimes you got people ignorant that might stay in the neighborhood and just feel like that's an easy lick. So they was strapped for everybody. It wasn't just outsiders, for everybody. Whoever came in there thought they was gonna be on some sneaky stuff.
Right. The homie said, so, hey, G-Half, what's up with the homie EK Wack? Last I checked, homie, he doing good for himself, homie, trying to hold down his position, homie. Somebody said, what's up, y'all? Rock Boy from San Bernardino in the house. What it do, homie? BG Tone, happy holidays. I was watching old videos, then seeing you was live, man. What's up, BG Tone? Happy holidays. Good looking out, homie. Black Attack said,
Happy holidays, Tone.
yeah, Black Attack said, BJ, do they serve healthy options of food and beverages to inmates? And then before you answer that, somebody putting in I see you for life, Paquema checking in. And then Billy T said sharing new flicks and folders, hot Cadillacs, and sticks with the homies. Yeah, for real, homie. Hey, BJ.
For real
Yeah,
talk.
yeah. Before you answer that question about the healthy options, could you explain what Billy T mean by a Cadillac? Because a lot of people don't know what a Cadillac is in a institutional term of talk.
Well, Cadillac is like, for instance, you make a shot of coffee, you put like some cocoa in it and something, some sugar or something that make it exotic, what y'all call out there on the street lattes and stuff. Instead of us having latte machines, we just make regular old Cadillac, you know what I mean? Sometimes might have a little milk in it as well, or a little creamer.
So what was that? Because I know if somebody else want to hear about the healthy options, I don't want to just cut in. So what is the one when people mix the coffee with the Coca-Cola soda real quick? What is that one when dudes mix the Coca-Cola with the coffee sometime? What's that one called?
I don't know what that one called.
Okay.
Do it. I ain't never really did that. When I did do it, we used to call it a belushi.
All right.
But we did it like what they did on the streets. You would put that in there, and that's when they used to have night squill and Roman tossing up, and then doing a little shot of that in there, and you know where that goes.
Right.
They call it on the street something different, but we call it a belushi.
Right. So what about the food option, the healthy choices?
Well, to be truthful, prison, you might as well say it's a healthy portion because it ain't really a portion. You know what I mean? A child would be upset about the portion they give you,
Right.
Like say for instance, Thanksgiving, you get one piece of turkey.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Might get one slice of turkey and it be sliced like the bologna, real thinly sliced. One slice of that, one slice of supposedly turkey ham. I ain't never seen a turkey with that much rump, but also in Southern they got some stuff called turkey ham,
Right.
I thought ham was ham. But anyway, they give you a piece of that, and that's a thin slice. Sometimes it's a fat slice, you know what I mean? And you get a little slice of pumpkin pie, you know what I mean? And that'd be real little.
Right.
You don't get cake no more. When they give you cake, it tastes like cornbread because they took the sugar out of it.
On the real. Cake used to be fire back in the days in the joint. Hey, BJ,
now.
Go ahead.
Now everything is like broke down for health reasons because, you got people stuffing up, finding out things and be suing them. So now they just took all the ingredients out of everything. Cake became like cornbread, you don't get sugar no more. They keep giving you these sugar subs that supposed to cause cancer. They say it in the newspaper cause cancer. They keep sliding it on you.
Right. Hey, somebody asked, somebody I'm reading, a homie that said the Cadillac was the fire, Snicker, coffee, and cocoa. And then somebody said the Hennessy was the soda and the coffee.
Right.
Yeah. And BG Tone.
I forgot to say it before.
Right. And
Got to
BG
get
Tone
it.
said, my brother called me from Ironwood, said he had a black eye from a fade and didn't want to show his daughter. What should he do? He said his people called a fade, called a black eye, and he don't want to show his daughter. What should he do? I'm looking at it like, homie, a black eye. This is my opinion before BJ take it. If you been locked up, homie, and you know, it's I mean, you know, it ain't uncommon that somebody might catch a black eye. I done seen dude catch a black eye, won a fade, but got a black eye. You know, somebody called a lucky punch. But I don't think that's no reason if you stand down for your crown to turn your family around if they want to come see you, homie. You got a black eye from holding it down inside of an institution. What you got to say about that, BJ?
Man, I hate to say it, but shit, if I had a black eye, they call me from prison. I'm going out there with this black eye. You know what I mean? One reason you should go out there with it is because you stayed down. It ain't like you caught a black eye and you balled up in the corner and somebody made you read a book to them or something like that. You know, you stayed down. So when that black eye is like your crown, that's like your black card in the ghetto. You know what I mean?
Right.
You earned it. Wear it with pride.
Right. The homie said, "Can't." Yeah.
You know, she might look at you differently, but she understands.
Right. Oh, he said he showed her later on. He showed her, yeah.
All the time.
Somebody said, do I got any stories of cue ball? Man, I do got some, man. For the new year, I'm going to start sharing a lot of my homeboys, homie, whether if they not here or here. I'm going to start sharing a lot of historical, monumental homeboys from my section, homie, that was high up in the hierarchies at them times. Comparison to a dulo that we all speak about, homie. It's a lot of dudes inside my neighborhood that's equivalent to a dulo, homie, and played, you know, major parts and roles like that, dog. And I feel like them dudes need their flowers, homie. So I'm going to go on and send a lot of them because I know a lot of people that watch the channel, they waiting on me to speak on certain legendary homeboys from my section. So I'm going to do that, homie, for the new year, dog. Black eyes and busted lips come with the territory, for real. Somebody said, shout out Ice Burgundy 211 them was my soundtrack in my 20s in them streets. Yeah, on the real, man. Hey, BJ. Yeah, but like I was saying, them black eyes, man, sometimes dudes be them one a fade, but catch a black eye, though.
Shit, I'm gonna keep it real, once I caught a black eye, a busted nose, and a busted lip, I wasn't scared to get one no more, and that made me more better at fighting. Because once you have been hurt like that, you already know what it feels like, and you don't fear it no more. If you ain't never had one, you got to be one of them dudes that be swimming, that be keeping your head down.
Right. I remember when we used to fade young, homies used to be right there on the sideline and pump you up and kind of tell you how to squab a little bit, like kind of how them UFC fighters be nowadays. You would have homies on the sideline, whether we were squabbling with each other from different hoods, homies would be like, blood, keep your head up, homie, hold your head back, nigga, stay slanging them, homie, woo, woo. And so niggas will coach you through, niggas will coach you through the fade, homie, and you know, you be swimming a couple times, get busted up a couple times, but you would learn a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And one of my homeboys that was pretty good for coaching us through squabbles, homie, was the homeboy original Gangster Slim from my turf, homie. That's a G from my turf. He was a homeboy that was good and inspirational for keeping a nigga in a squabble. You know what I'm saying? You know, head up, chest out, and still trying to keep sending them to try to stay winning them, homie, you know? Yeah, me and BJ just wanted to, me and BJ just wanted to tap in, homie, and send that holiday love to everybody, homie, and chime in with everybody, dog. And I'm gonna send a couple stories tomorrow. And BJ got a couple good ones, homie. So salute and one love, dog. We out.